No, I'm just single, man. I'm by myself. A single boy in the Philippines. Action 4. Action 5, I mean. We're gonna start getting the hell out of Dodge. It is time to start a brand new adventure, and it's hard for me. I mean, I haven't vlogged in a while. I always feel sad when leaving a city I've spent time in. You know, I really love Angeles City, but I don't really appreciate how much I love Angeles until I leave Angeles. But that's okay, you know, Angeles is used to foreigners coming and going, and I'm going, and at some point I will be coming again. I was actually looking at apartments while... Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey guy, I'm gonna put my bags in here, okay? Hey man, bags in. Yeah. Hey, thanks, man.
Why you're alone?
No, I'm just single, man. I'm by myself. A single boy in the Philippines.
You don't have a girlfriend to join with you?
No, sir. Just by myself.
Yes, sir. But
Hey.
crowded in Manila.
Yes. Hey, one sec. I gotta get my bag. Hey, man. Nice to meet you. Enjoy your day, okay? Hey, thank you. Staying here in Angeles. I went to my old apartment building and I had the deposit money in my pocket. They had the unit that I wanted. And, you know, I went there to pay and to sign a 6-month lease. But something in the back of my mind just told me that I want to do more adventuring around. I'm just not ready to settle down yet. Plus, this building that I was in, it has low flow. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's got low flow in the shower. And I personally, I mean, I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of good water pressure. It's kind of like my number one priority when I'm going to live somewhere. First thing I look at is the water pressure, especially in the shower. Hey, I'm just a follow my heart kind of guy. So anyway, yeah, I wasn't feeling the settling down part right now in Angeles, maybe at a future date. So I told the building manager that I'll think about it. And I ended up staying another month because the original plan was 1 month. Cebu. 7 o'clock.
Counter 9.
Oh, thank you.
Proceed to counter.
Thank you. Hello. To Cebu? I'll give you my ID. 1 sec. Yeah.
You're seated at 31B. Kindly proceed at gate 1 before 6.
Miss, the bag is okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So I stayed a total of 2 months. And at the end of 2 months, I could just feel it was time to move on. So good thing I didn't sign that 6-month lease. But shout out to my new favorite bar, the CPI Call Shop and Craft Beer. My good friend there, the German guy. I forgot your name, but good to meet you there. By the way, I love the Lox Bagel, L-O-X Bagel, if you ever go there, okay? And my favorite beer, you gotta try this beer. It's the Exit Wound beer and also the pineapple beer. Oh my freaking God, I freaking love going there. It just hits the spot. I mean, it just goes down like the first glass of Exit Wound just goes down like water. But it's a pretty strong beer. It's 6%. So anyway, so what's happening is that I'm heading down to Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, and I'm getting a bike from Derek at Q Adventures. And I'll have the bike for 30 days. And I'm planning on doing travel vlogging again, okay? It's going to be 30 cities in 30 days. So this will be a hell of an adventure. Now, the thing is that, you know, it's been so long since I was travel vlogging. It feels kind of strange holding the camera again. I mean, I found it hard to look at the camera and talk. I got to be honest with you. But the bright side is I'm sure I'm going to get back into it. I mean, I'm sure I'll get used to it again. Now, the first stop is going to be Mawal-Bawal, okay? And from there, from Mawal-Bawal, I'm going to head to Dumaguete. And then I'll focus on Mindanao. Mindanao is going to be like 95% of this trip. I'll be hitting the danger zone places, and my goal is just not to get kidnapped. I'll die someday, but I don't want it to be during this trip. I mean, I already have a frozen shoulder, okay? And I'm going to talk about that. Now, I don't want to get shot on top of that. It's hard enough to travel with a frozen shoulder, much like a bullet inside of me. So it will be a quick in and out in these red zones, unless, of course, I marry a Muslim girl and I start a lending business. Anything's possible. That's what I love about traveling the Philippines. Anything's possible. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Now, there is one hurdle that I have no choice but to deal with during this trip, okay? I've got a very painful left shoulder, okay? Now, it's called frozen shoulder, as I just mentioned. I mean, at least that's what the doctor in Angeles told me. Now, I don't mind living my life in pain. It's not like a constant pain. It just hurts sometimes when I move my arm at a certain angle. But, I'll live and learn from subscribers who had frozen shoulder. I talked to them, and it seems like the common consensus is with frozen shoulder, it goes away after a year of stretching and exercising it. Now, I want to give a shout out to the great David Bond for, it seems like he's living in the province. He's living the province life with his girlfriend. So obviously, David Bond has completely run out of money. No, I'm just kidding. But it's interesting, I would never have guessed that the great David Bond is going to be a guy living in the province with his amazingly beautiful girlfriend. So good for him, good for David Bond and his very beautiful girlfriend for the new chapter in their life. Ultimately, I'd like to do what David Bond is doing. I'd like to just find a spot and settle there and slowly make a better life. And excuse the infrequent uploads because I'm going to bet that in Mindanao, the Wi-Fi is going to be very sparse. Okay, so I'll be able to film, I'll be able to edit, but I won't be able to upload as often as I want. I pretty much guarantee the Wi-Fi is going to suck on this trip. And that's one of the hurdles of being a travel vlogger is finding Wi-Fi. Anyway, the real priority with settling down in one spot for Scottie boy is that, I really I want to work on my health. I want to get us
dang cuz
six-pack abdominal muscles. I want to resolve my frozen shoulder and I also want to resolve my insomnia. I thought that my next step was going to be traveling around other countries. But after my short trip to Bangkok, I realized that I really feel home in the Philippines. When I was in Thailand, I didn't really feel home there. So I'll stay in the Phils as long as the Phils will have me. And if I get kicked out for whatever reason, that will be the sign that it's time to leave. But if I can stay forever, I'll just stay forever. So we will see where the wind blows. But, I have had complaints, Some people don't like me. I was on Reddit. And there was some posts, plural, and I had to hire a lawyer to contact the NBI because someone gave my full name and the NBI hotline and it says, report this guy for this or that, Scottie boy is a predator or something like that, like I'm preying on Filipinas. So anyway, the lawyer talked to the NBI, showed them a picture of the Reddit, yada, yada. And so, they're not going to pursue anything there. And then I had to go to the Cyber Crimes Division with the PNP, fill out some paperwork with timestamps, exactly specifically what the problem is. So anyway, everything there is cool. Now, CJ Abroad, or he changed his channel to CJ's POV something. I told Chris, I said, just call your channel The Life of Chris because he's got a great life. Just vlog your life. Anyway, Chris posted a video before where we said he's going to give away a camera or two, 360 camera. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. If I got one of those, that would save me 30,000 pesos. But ultimately, I chatted with him, I met up with him, but I was too shy to actually ask him, hey.
Hi, is there a place for Grab?
Just all right,
Thank you.
Can you give me one of your cameras? I don't know, maybe he changed his mind or something. I didn't want to put him on the spot. So, I never asked him, but I ended up buying a DJI Action 5 camera. And so far, I'm very happy with it. The main problem I had with travel vlogging last time, in the past, was that, I just wanted to keep riding, so I didn't actually vlog much. But this time, it's a little bit different because I rectified the problem with a neck mount setup, okay? So as I'm driving, I'm going to be videoing at the same time. And on top of that, I got extra batteries, and this camera itself is known for having the longest battery life. So I'll be filming just all day, and then I'm gonna edit it down to 20 minutes or so. But a lot of it will be easy to cut out, as I'm driving down the road. So I'm just gonna keep it around my neck and vlog on this trip constantly. So we'll see what comes my way as I travel around, and hopefully,
Have the message. It's
Yeah.
personal between you and the driver.
Oh, okay. Oh. Hey, thank you. That's the one. 254.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Hello, my friend.
Yes, Scott.
Yes, sir.
To Clockwork. Right?
Yes, sir.
Very near.
Bit near, yeah. Sorry, I'll give you a tip. It's a small fare, man.
There'll be a lot of hot babes because that's what gets the best views. And if anyone thinks like I'm a good vlogger, I get a lot of views or anything, look, it's all
Dang, cuz.
I stink. It's not that I'm a good vlogger. It's just I put hot babes on my thumbnails. And I'm always like hunting out the babes because if I do that, I make enough money to travel around. And that system would work for any vlogger. But I just want to say thank you to all the friends that...
Oh, can I have can I get just a mango shake? Is that okay? All right. Maybe I'll drink it here. Yeah. Thanks. Can I ask, what is the small one? Is the tuna pasta small?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hello, little girl. Maybe, can I get a tuna pasta?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I made there during my 2 months in Angeles. My old friends that I met up with again, and the new friends that I made. If I happened to be a bit standoffish when we met to anyone who did approach me, who recognized me from the videos, just know, I got a bit of a social anxiety problem. I like being by myself most of the time. And that's the reason, I drink like a mofo. I drink alcohol like a mofo. And that's just to deal with my anxiety. Because when I drink, I feel more relaxed. But that aside, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it's 30 cities in 30 days. Let the adventures of Scottie Boy begin. First thing I do when I come to the hotel is I open the laptop and I start to transfer all the files while I have a shower and get ready.